everyone, this is Renee from BowBeautyBlog.com, and when I first started getting into makeup and stuff like that, I was really confused by contouring. I mean, I'd done it because I have this really wide jaw, so I'm used to putting, dark powder right here just so my jaw doesn't look as wide, but I didn't really do a whole lot more than that, and then it just seemed so confusing, people putting dark foundation here and light concealer here and then baking it. I mean, what the hell is baking? You're baking your face? I mean, honestly, when I first heard that term, I really thought that it was a typo. I didn't think that the person meant to type baking. I thought it was just like the autocorrect or something saying that. Little did I know that they weren't actually baking their face, so to speak. It was a term used for highlighting and contouring and all that kind of happy stuff. So anyway, I'd been using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and the yellow, there's a little yellow one in the middle that started running out, and the bad thing is the palette's not refillable. So I was kind of looking just for that shade, like a yellowish powder, and like a pressed powder, not like the Ben Nye Banana powder, the loose powder. But we were at Ulta, and I know that's bugging you, Jerry, that I scratched my head.
I'll have to cut it out.
So, anyway. So I was looking for a pressed powder. It's kind of a light yellowish color instead of like the loose Ben Nye powder. And so we were at Ulta and we ran into the new Tarteist contour palette, which is really pretty awesome. It's $45, but you get all this stuff in here. You get, was that six? Yeah, 6 powders. You get 2 contouring shades, 2 highlighting, and then this white powder, and then a blush. I don't know why they put a blush in there. I kind of wish there was another contour or highlight shade, but that's okay. And it actually smells like chocolate. It smells really good. And the cool thing about the powders is there's no having to worry about blending your foundation. It's really, really easy. And in the Tarteist palette, they actually include this instruction sheet, so it kind of makes it foolproof. So if you don't know where to put the different colors, it shows you right here, like this person, like if you have gray lips like this person does, then you put the colors here. So not really. But anyway, so whenever I do a contour, all I have on right now is foundation and my other makeup. I don't have on any contour or highlight. So I use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in 5.5. Put my hair back just so I can do this. You're going to have to excuse little side pieces of hair that I'm trying to grow out from a hairdresser screwing that up back in Ames, Iowa. So I always start out with a loose powder just to kind of prep my skin for it. I find that if I have powder on my face, anything I put on over that tends to blend a lot easier. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever HD Micro Finish Loose Powder. And I'm going to use this Delium Tools. It's the Maestro 990 powder brush. And I'm just going to put that all over to kind of make a better surface for blending the contour. Alrighty. Get a drink of wine. It's wine time, so. Oh, would you look at that? Absolutely no lip marks on there. This is the new Fiona Styles Matte Lip Cream in Rockaway. And there's, oh man, that's awesome. I love you, Fiona. That's just the best. Alright. First thing I'm going to use is, I'm going to use this Ulta, or IT Cosmetics for Ulta Velvet Luxe Soft Focus Sculpting Brush. This is really awesome. It's super, super soft. And it's very, very dense, so it picks up product very, very easily. So I'm going to take this darkest one here, which brings me to another gripe with Tarte. When they had the Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, and I'm so glad they came out with this palette because that Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, that's not a bronzer, and I mean that works like a highlighter for me during the summer. And the formula is awesome, so it really kind of irked me that they didn't have one for darker people. Like the only person that Park Avenue Princess would work with is if you have porcelain skin or you're undead. So it's really cool that they came out with this. But I'm going to start right here on my sides and contour. See, this is really, really pigmented where my jawline is so that it doesn't look so square. Blend it out just so it doesn't, you don't see a sharp line there. And same on the other side. I'm really kind of glad I ended up getting this palette. Jerry talked me into it instead of just buying a single shade of something, because I found that this is a lot more pigmented than the Kat Von D. And then my hairline, I have to kind of go into that and go up the sides right through here. I'm still using the darkest shade. This wicked hairline that's just a pain in the butt. Get the hair out of the way. You have a widow's peak, it kind of makes this process a lot more difficult. Alrighty. The next step, I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to do my cheekbones. Jerry and I were kind of having a discussion about this earlier, how a lot of people go make like fish lips and stuff when they do this. I've never done that. I don't see that it works for me, because when I do that, since I'm so square in the face, it doesn't, my cheeks don't suck in where the contour should go. I mean, if I did that, it would be like right down here, and that just would look kind of really jacked up. So I'm going to go up here, cheekbones right here. That really has nothing to do with it. So go right there. Using the same brush from Ulta. And then same on this side. The next brush I'm going to use is this Delium Tools Maestro 959 blending brush. That kind of just makes it all look a lot smoother than what it did. And then I don't like just using one shade, so I'm going to use the lighter shade too, this one. Just above that, to kind of make the transition just a little bit more seamless. And then I'm going to blend some more. And then the next step is going to use the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. And I'm going to use the yellow shade, this one. I'm going to put that right underneath here, underneath where that contour is. And that just kind of makes it stand out just a little bit more. If you have lighter skin, you might want to use the lighter powder. Then I'm also going to use this yellow shade on my forehead. Since I have a short forehead, I highlight up to this widow's peak that I can't stand. But Ashley at the salon will not wax it off for me. So thanks a lot, Ashley. And then I'm going to go straight down my nose, just like that. And then under my eye, and I'm going to go up just past my eye. Basically, you want to do like a little V type shape. So think about it, your nose, from your nose to right back here. I'm going to do a little bit on my chin. It's not drastic, but it really makes a difference. And for my nose, since I'm an Eskimo, my nose is just a little bit wider and it's almost kind of flat, so I like to fix that up a little bit. So I am going to use this Sephora Multitasker Contour Brush that Jerry talked me into getting, and we got it from Amanda at Sephora in Shreveport, so thank you very much, Amanda. And I'm going to use again the dark shade right down here. Just dip the top into it. I'm going to go down each side of my nose. Just like that. And wow, I forgot how pigmented this is. Way more so than the Kat Von D. So, but it's also very, very blendable. So if you screw up and get too much on there like I just did, it's easily blended out. And then I go just a little bit right under there. And then go back into the yellow. And back down my nose just like that. And then I have not put on blush yet, so I'm going to do that now. Sorry for the clattering. I'm going to use the Delium Tools Studio 964 All-Purpose Blusher Brush. I go just above the contour. Just blend. And the cool thing is with the white color in here, it can almost be used like just like a highlighter type thing. Well, it is like a highlighter. And I'm going to put just a bit right above my brows. This is just a Bare Minerals fan brush is all that is, that came in a kit. You put that just above there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set it. Actually, let's blend just a little bit more. Irking me because the sides are a little bit different. I'm not used to this bright light. Okay, now I'm being anal. Go back in there again with the yellowish color. There we go. That's much better. I'm still kind of new to this palette. I'm still playing with it quite a bit. Oh yeah, thank you Caitlin and Taylor and Rebecca at Ulta in Bossier City. You guys are just so freaking awesome. Can't wait to see you guys again. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set all this. And I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting Pressed Powder. And again, I'm going to use the Delium Tools 990 Maestro Blending Brush. I really like the angled brush just because it makes it easier to say, like, get into the corners of my face, like right there, rather than a round brush. Plus it's big, so it doesn't take a whole lot of work to get the job done. And then you can actually go back in with highlighter, like actual shimmery highlighter, not just, you know, light colored powder, like this Becca Rose Gold Shimmering Skin Perfector, which is, dang it, there, that's better. And I use the IT Cosmetics for Ulta Velvet Luxe Empress Fan Brush. Just dip it into the powder. And then, see, this kind of glow I really like. I don't like the shiny look that's so popular now. I guess because I was oily, always oily growing up. And so I shy away from anything that's got the word glow or any kind of glow foundations. I feel like as soon as I powder myself that I'm just immediately shiny again. And that really irks me. So I'm okay with this because I can put it just where I want it. Alrighty. Now my face doesn't look flat. So thank you, Tarte. You're awesome. I can put my hair back down and get rid of that awful hairline. And my jaw doesn't look as square. So thanks, have a great night, and don't forget to subscribe. Right now our URL is still like a whole bunch of gibberish. It's like is what it is. So if we get up to 100 subscribers, then we can have a real URL. So thanks to everyone who has already subscribed, and if you haven't already, please do so. Thanks, have a good night.